Hi YouTubers, this is Josh Hart from Heart to Heart Ministry, and I am excited to talk to you about this concept of milk versus meat. And we see this in Hebrews. It's Paul going off on the church about how they're still immature, drinking milk, and they haven't moved to something that is more substantial, that being meat. I'm excited about this opportunity to share with you about how this applies to your spiritual life, maybe how this applies to your work, your job, your family, and all areas of your life. Just like many things found in the Bible, it can be applied to every area of your life. When we think about milk, let's think about what is milk. Milk is something that a mother creates for its offspring. It's not very substantial. But a key point here is that a mother creates this for its child. If we think of maybe like a cow, when a cow births a calf, the calf then drinks the milk, right? Maybe even like a human child will drink its mother's milk. Now the milk, it's been proven scientifically over and over and over that a mother's milk is the best thing for a newborn child, even an infant. It has all the correct ingredients and nutrients and substance that an infant or a child needs. So is milk bad? No. Milk is essential for life. It has everything that you need to grow. Spiritually, I believe that milk is what your pastor gives you on Saturday evening or Sunday morning whenever you go to church, if you go to church. Milk is what they give you. Now, milk is not very substantial. If you're only receiving milk on Sundays and maybe midweek, maybe it's a small group, maybe it's a group of men that get together, maybe it's a midweek service at your local church, but if you're only taking in milk, the Word of God, on Sunday and on a midweek service, say Wednesday, that's not very filling. Now, if I were only to consume milk physically during the week and I had 2 glasses of milk, I'm going to be ravenously hungry. I'm going to be empty. I'm going to be running on fumes. There's not going to be much left to me because it's just milk. I'm an adult. I need more than milk to survive. So here comes the concept of meat. What is meat? Physically, what is meat? Meat is a piece of an animal that you have to go out and hunt. You have to pursue it. You have to prepare it. And you have to plan to do both of those things. It's not provided for you. You have to do work. When you take a piece of meat and you begin to chew on it, and then your body starts to digest it, which all takes time. Sometimes you can feel a little tired after it. Remember back last Thanksgiving, I had a huge amount of turkey. I had all the sides. I had my meat, had a little glass of milk, had all my sides. When I started to digest everything that I had just eaten, I got tired. I felt a little uneasy in my stomach. I needed to sleep on it. I see this great connection between what we do in the physical and what the Bible is talking about. When we take the Word of God and we chew on it and we digest what it's saying and we seek out God's will for that Word to affect our lives, that's going to be exhausting sometimes. Sometimes it's going to be a little uneasy. Sometimes you're going to need to sleep on it. You're not going to understand it. It's not going to make perfect sense every time. You need to sleep on it. Maybe making a business decision, something that's hard, something that you have to chew on, something you have to digest, maybe you're going to have to sleep on that too. What specifically is spiritual meat? Now, we discussed that, my opinion, the pastor's sermon is probably milk. It's easy to digest. It gets right into your system. It's what you need. Just like an infant needs milk, new believers, every believer needs milk. New believers need milk more often, and probably not so much meat right in the beginning. But they need that milk. It gets into their body quick. Your body absorbs milk, liquids, quick. So what is the meat? The meat is pursuing whatever your passion is. Physical training, being a leader of a business, your spiritual walk, pursuing that, hunting it down, and getting it day after day after day. Not 2 times a week. Every day, hunting down your meat. In order to grow, all of us must transition from a milk-based diet to a meat-based diet. Now here is a tip, something that I found out and how it applies to maybe ministry leaders, maybe pastors, maybe in your business, maybe at your job, maybe in your family. In Exodus, it's crazy, go look it up. Get some meat, go look it up. It talks about, there's a law about not cooking your kid in its milk. Look it up in the King James Version or the Amplified Version. Funny stuff. Don't seethe your kid in your mother's milk. Great stuff. But what that's talking about is don't blend them together. I know that it was a form of idolatry back then. They would take the goat and they would boil it in milk, hoping that that would give them some sort of prosperity. But how that applies to you today is milk and meat don't blend well. Think about it. I make a lot of protein shakes, a lot of shakes. We can use milk as a base, and a lot of things blend well with milk. Fruits, vegetables, all kinds of great stuff. Powders, can add that all in. Blends up, it's delicious. Milk is a great binder in a shake. Now if you put meat in a blender, it doesn't blend well. If you put milk in there, trying to bind up that meat into something that you can drink, it's not going to be something that you want to digest. It's not going to be something that you want to put into you. How does that apply, Josh? Where are you going with this? If you are providing meat, substance, something at a high level, don't be surprised if other people who are providing milk don't blend well with you. Is either one wrong? No. Both of them are essential for growth. You have milk, you have meat. They don't blend well. That's been my experience. Don't get discouraged. Either side of the equation that you're on, do not get discouraged. Keep doing what you got to do. Keep providing what you provide. Just know that when you try to blend milk and you try to blend meat and bring them together, it's not going to be something that people want to digest. Do what you're called to do. Do you. Everything else in life is already taken. Do you. Seek meat. Here's my challenge to you. Every time that you want to take the easy way out of something, I want you to visualize this. A baby's bottle full of milk. And I want you to think to yourself, milk is for infants. Now I'm on a fitness kick. It's not a kick, it's a lifestyle actually. But I love sugar. How do I overcome this? How do I get to my goals in the face of something that I really like that doesn't support my goals? I have to tell myself, sugar is for children. I need meat. I want you to tell yourself when you're faced with the opportunity to take the easy way out, milk is for infants. I need meat. That's my key to life for you today. I want you to implement that, and I want to hear how it's working for you. pursue meat. Hunt it down. Go get it. Thank you.